All right, Shalom. This is a quick impromptu video. This is Brother Sagallah coming back with another lesson through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Call halal yam la Allah Yahweh Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to our power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the God of heavens and the earth, the God of the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you comprise the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the chosen people of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not to exclude or forget you confusion of face brothers and sisters, the Akim and Akwafim, who are spread amongst the heathen. But you are Israelites according to the to the spirit and the seed of your father. To you, I say shalom, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, that being the 144,000, the house of David, and also the brothers and sisters that also listen and believe on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So, hope I covered everybody. This quick impromptu lesson is going to get into the fact that, amongst all these other things that's going on, with unrest proceeding across America, which is Babylon in the scriptures, Babylon the Great. Here's what the devil is cooking up, for you people, you 2/3, and you Americans. So you non-Israelites, you call yourselves Americans. This is what the devil's cooking up for you. So this is a lesson I was going to do a little bit ago, but in the midst of everything, I still had this article, so I decided to come back to it. And this is from www.ledgerin sites. So that would be ledgerinsights.com. And this article came out a couple weeks ago. So this is just a RFID chip Mark of the Beast update. So it says a new technology, MasterCard joins blockchain digital identity alliance, ID 2020. So this is ID 2020 is still going on. So the chip is still, very much in play and being pushed, as all this unrest is going on with the protests from George Floyd, etc. Everything that's going on, the protests, all that's going on, but this chip is being pushed. Now you got blockchain, digital technology, doing an alliance with MasterCard. And this is a big deal because it says yesterday the payments firm MasterCard announced it is joining ID 2020 Alliance to explore digital identity solutions. So they're pushing forward, with the mark of the beast. It says the ID 2020 Alliance was founded by Accenture, Microsoft, Gavi Rockefeller Foundation, and IDEO partners includes NGOs, private companies, and UN agencies. The ongoing pandemic has led to the emergence of digital-only solutions that require users to prove who they are. So this is, because of the COVID-19, now the push is that there's going to be, a push for digital solutions. So this is the beginning of the push for digital solutions, meaning what? The RFID chip. Not having to be able to, deal with the threat of people infecting each other, etc. So now to go digital is the push. It says that digital identity could play a significant role in facilitating access to a range of digital services. So now the push for the chip is going to be there in order to continue on with services, making more of the services even more digital than they already are. All of the things that people use that's digitized. It says we must work together to establish consistency and common standards across the globe that can make this a reality. So it's being pushed on all levels. We see this guy, what's his name? Elon Musk was talking about this with the with the implants, for the brain. He was speaking about that, last year. Then now you got Bill Gates pushing it real heavy, which is vaccinations, etc. And now we're seeing once again MasterCard and blockchain coming together, doing an alliance. Now, what does all this mean? seeing all these things, what does this mean? It's just, the article just goes on and on, going into the World Bank, et cetera, et cetera. It's going more into the digital identity, you know. And it's just talking about how this merger is going to enhance the world, et cetera. No, this merger is pushing forth the mark of the beast, which is going to turn everybody in the world into slaves of the elites. That's what this is, because the Bible tells us so. So, what does all this mean? Well, let's go and see what the scriptures say. You can see through the precepts we get the understanding. So all of these things have already been spoken of in the Holy Scriptures, showing us that there's nothing new under the sun. The Heavenly Father, through his prophets, already prophesied that this was going to happen. 2 Ezra 15:1. I'm going to start there. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. Who's the people of the Heavenly Father? The Israelites. The Israelites. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And those words of prophecy is the words that were already spoken before the prophets. We're speaking the words of the prophets that have already been said, because it's for a time to come. The time is now. Throughout the generations, many prophecies have been fulfilled, and now you see the last of the end time prophecies. It says, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. See, these words that we're speaking are put in the mouth by the Heavenly Father, because these words were his words that he gave to the prophets. And we're just speaking the words that he gave to the prophets, from antiquity, from times before, from ancient times. Verse 2, 2 Ezra 15:2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. That's why we see the scriptures, which was once, which are once scrolls in papyrus paper, we see it written on actual paper, and it's in a book, and it was translated from ancient Hebrew, which is called Paleo-Hebrew, into Greek and Latin, and into Old English, and into English that we see now. So these prophecies, that prophecy came true. It was written in paper. It says, for they are faithful and true, because all the words of the Holy Father will come to pass. The Lord said his words will not come back unto him void. Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee. So the true believers, the elect, don't have any care for what people think about the words of the Heavenly Father that we speak. Lord willing, I'm of that number. Lord willing, all the elect, all the brothers pushing this truth that endure to the end, Lord will, they endure to the end and get salvation. So it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, because people got a lot of different ways of thinking when it comes to the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let not the incredulity, which is lack of faith, lack of belief, of them trouble thee. So we don't let the incredulity or lack of faith of those who don't believe that the words of the Heavenly Father are faithful and true. We don't let that, affect us. We continue on with the mission. And the mission is to prophesy and give them no rest day nor night, until Jerusalem is a praise of the earth again. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. So we don't let the incredulity of you 2/3 and of the wicked and of you heathen trouble us. We continue on going like the well-oiled machine that we are through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That speak against thee, because many people speak against the men of the Lord. The world is against the men of the Lord. All right, verse 4. For all the unfaithful, all those that don't believe in this truth, the scriptures say in Matthew 24, and this truth shall be preached in all the world, and then the end shall come. So this truth is this word that you're hearing now. That's why we see all the turmoil and more to come, up into the missiles. And this mark of the beast is a big part of the missiles coming. There's going to be a big part of it. It's going to be the Heavenly Father getting the elect out of here before total chaos. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So all those that don't believe are going to die because they don't have faith in the Heavenly Father. The scriptures tell us without faith, it's impossible to please him. So all those who lack faith, are going to die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So what we're seeing is the world being plagued. And when you go into plagues, it don't just mean, like the bubonic plague. Plagues is death and destruction of all kinds. Famine, pestilence, all these things are also known as plagues. It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. The reason why the Lord's doing this is because this is an earth that's completely consumed in wickedness. It says wickedness, verse 6, 2 Ezra 15:6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So this place is completely polluted. You know, it says that in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It is polluted, and it will destroy you with the sword destruction. Why? Because this whole earth is out of course. You know, Proverbs 82:5. The whole earth is out of course. It's completely polluted in every way, shape, and form. I'd be here all day if I went through all the ways in which this world's polluted. The air is polluted, the water is polluted, the food is polluted. You know, the people are polluted with all of these irrational, ideological ways of living that's contrary to the scriptures. All these different beliefs and different gods, you know, believing in self, believing that you are your own God, believing that the Most High don't exist, believing that you can live however you want to. You could be a transgender or homosexual, you know, that you could be a transgender or homosexual and adopt children. All these things are contrary to the truth. So now we're gonna show right now what the whole purpose of this is. The whole purpose of all of this wickedness is going on is to push forth the prophecies. All the wickedness that we see, it says wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So there was an overabundance of wickedness on the earth. That's what it means when it says wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So when you go to Romans, see if I got it here. You go to Romans, the 3rd chapter, right? And then it says Romans 3:1. What advantage did it have the Jew? So what advantage is in there in being an Israelite? It's a question being asked. Or what profit is there of circumcision? What profit is there in being, you know, of the believers? Much every way. There's every benefit and profit. Chiefly first, because unto the Israelites were committed the oracles of the Most High. So this word is for the Israelites. So that's why there's every advantage of being an Israelite. Verse 3 in the point. For what if some did not believe? So even though these advantages are for the children of Israel, only the elect are going to listen. Only the elect are going to adhere to the truth. So it says, for what if some did not believe? So what about those that don't believe, which is the 2/3 pertaining to Zechariah 13:8-9. 2/3 are not going to believe. 2/3 are not going to adhere to the laws of the Heavenly Father. Shall their unbelief, which is that word incredulity again, going back to 2 Ezra 15, shall their incredulity or their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. So the Most High don't give a damn about those that don't believe, because he said he's going to kill 2/3 of his people. So that shows you that their lack of faith, their incredulity, is not going to change the mind of the Heavenly Father. He's only coming to send his elect, to send Yahushua to deliver his elect. When you go into Matthew 24:31, you know, so the Heavenly Father is coming to deliver his elect on the four corners, not those that have lack of faith, you know. So only those that believe and come back to serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be saved. So now, what does all this mean? Let's go to the book of Revelation. This is just a quick Mark of the Beast RFID chip update in the midst of all the things that's going on. What does this all mean? Revelation 13:16. And he calleth all. Who is he? And he is speaking of Esau, Edom. You know, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is ruling. Malachi 1:4. That they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. The Edomites, speaking about the Edomites who are ruling. And he, the Edomites, he causeth all, both small and great, because he is in the power of his hand to do this. The Heavenly Father has given him the power to do this, to fulfill prophecy. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. So it doesn't matter what your status, your social status is, or what your status is in life, or what tax bracket you are in. Free and bond, those who are in jail, those who are so-called free, you know, who live free, to receive a mark. What's that mark? You look that word up, mark, it goes back to the word karagma. It comes from karux, which means a cut and incision. So there's going to be a mark, an incision is going to be put, you know, to receive a mark in their foreheads or in their right hand. So there's going to be a mark put in your forehead or your hand, which is the mark of the beast, which is an RFID chip, which is already going on. But this is going to be made mandatory before long. So all this turmoil is leading to the mark of the beast. All roads lead to Rome, which is the mark of the beast. Verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man may buy or sell. So no man is going to be able to buy anything or sell anything, because this is going to be the new currency. You see right here, MasterCard's joining blockchain for this digital identity alliance, ID 2020, that no man might buy or sell, because this is going to be the new currency. It's going to be the new way, the new wave. It's going to have your medical records on it, everything. But the currency, the buying and selling is what the scriptures is telling us, which is really heavy, showing you that this is going to be what it's going to take to be able to be a part of the new world order. And that no man may buy or sell, save he that have the mark. So you have to have the mark, the incision, the mark of the beast put inside you, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast. Because when you put this inside of you, this will be like you taking on the identity of the beast system, the system of the Edomites, or the number of his name. So taking on this is taking on the image, which is the mark of the beast, and his name is being branded by the beast, being one with the beast. So that's what everything is leading to. Everything is leading, once again, to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast in the Bible, which is going to lead to the last of the end time prophecies, which is the missiles, Jacob's trouble and the missiles. So with that, I hope that was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Habayaf Madawadah. Salutations, blessings, and peace to the 1/3, to the faithful few, the believers, the listeners, the Akim and Akwafim, who believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. To you I say shalom as well. To all the elect, shalom.